Muscle mass isn't vanity, it's survival. Most people think strength training exists purely for aesthetics. They're wrong. Building and maintaining skeletal tissue becomes critical as years pass. This transformation in perspective could extend functional independence by decades. Two promises stand before you. First, discover why tissue preservation outweighs fat loss after 30. Second, learn exactly how much protein your frame requires daily. But here's what nobody discusses openly: the silent crisis. Stealing your independence. Society obsesses over weight reduction. Campaigns flood media with obesity warnings. Yet something far more dangerous lurks beneath. Skeletal tissue determines whether someone lives autonomously or requires assistance for basic tasks. American geriatrician Gabrielle Lyon reveals a startling truth. Research fixated on fat loss while ignoring tissue preservation. This oversight created widespread vulnerability. After 30, bodies initiate natural tissue decline. This process accelerates dramatically past 50. Sedentary lifestyles intensify deterioration. Insufficient protein intake compounds damage. Chronic health conditions accelerate breakdown. Lost tissue increases fall risk exponentially. But physical dangers represent only surface concerns. Functional capacity determines quality of existence. Carrying groceries becomes impossible. Lifting grandchildren grows dangerous. Eventually, bathroom visits require help. Autonomy vanishes gradually. Independence disappears completely. This reality faces millions unnecessarily. The medical community overlooked this crisis for decades. Attention focused exclusively on cardiovascular health. Weight loss dominated every conversation. Fat reduction became the singular goal. Meanwhile, tissue deterioration progressed silently. Millions lost functional capacity without understanding why. Traditional healthcare approaches missed critical connections. Doctors emphasized calorie restriction repeatedly. Patients received weight loss instructions constantly. Few professionals discussed tissue maintenance. Even fewer explained preservation strategies. This gap in medical guidance created preventable disability. The metabolic advantage nobody mentions. Skeletal tissue functions as metabolic currency. Every pound of lean mass burns calories continuously. This consumption occurs during rest periods. It happens during sleep cycles. Active tissue demands constant energy supply. Fat tissue behaves completely differently. Adipose cells require minimal energy. They store excess calories efficiently. They contribute little to metabolic rate. This fundamental difference transforms health outcomes. Bodies with greater tissue mass process nutrients differently. Glucose absorption increases substantially. Insulin sensitivity improves dramatically. Metabolic flexibility expands considerably. These changes prevent numerous diseases. Energy expenditure rises with tissue quantity. Resting metabolism climbs measurably. Daily caloric needs increase naturally. Weight management becomes significantly easier. This advantage compounds over time. Young adults rarely appreciate tissue value. Metabolism runs efficiently regardless. Energy levels remain consistently high. Physical tasks feel effortless naturally. This period creates false security. Decline begins subtly around 30. Changes occur almost imperceptibly. Strength decreases by small margins. Stamina reduces slightly annually. Most people attribute changes to busy schedules. They blame stress from work. They point toward family responsibilities. Few recognize biological transformation. 3 diseases muscle tissue prevents. Lyon identifies specific conditions that adequate tissue mass prevents or improves. These aren't minor ailments. They're life-altering diagnoses affecting millions. Type 2. Diabetes arrives first on the list. Pancreatic insulin regulates blood sugar levels throughout the body. This condition prevents proper insulin utilization in cells. Blood sugar concentrations spike dangerously high. Greater tissue mass demands increased energy constantly. This requirement consumes excess glucose naturally and efficiently. Strength activities regulate blood sugar more efficiently than medication alone. Prevention occurs automatically through tissue maintenance. Existing conditions improve significantly with proper training. Glucose management becomes substantially easier. Medication requirements often decrease measurably. The mechanism behind this protection deserves explanation. Skeletal tissue contains abundant glucose transporters. These proteins facilitate sugar absorption into cells. More tissue equals more transporters available. Greater transporter quantity improves glucose clearance. Blood sugar levels stabilize more effectively. Exercise amplifies this beneficial effect considerably. Physical activity increases transporter sensitivity dramatically. Cells absorb glucose more readily. Sugar processing becomes markedly efficient. This dual benefit provides powerful disease protection. Cardiovascular disease follows second on the critical list. Resistance exercises force cardiac muscle strengthening progressively. Blood pumps harder, reaching working tissue throughout the body. Heart function improves dramatically over time. Circulation becomes more efficient with training. Blood pressure regulation improves with tissue development. Vascular health enhances through regular training. Arterial flexibility increases with consistent exercise. Cholesterol profiles improve through strength work. These cardiovascular benefits extend lifespan considerably. The heart adapts remarkably to resistance training. Stroke volume increases with regular stimulus. Cardiac output improves through consistent effort. Resting heart rate decreases over time. These adaptations indicate superior cardiovascular fitness. Osteoporosis threatens third on this devastating list. Bones grow fragile and fracture-prone without intervention. Weight-bearing movements contract skeletal tissue forcefully. Tendons transmit force onto bone during exercise. This stimulus triggers bone remodeling processes. Density increases measurably through proper training. Fragility decreases substantially with consistent effort. Fracture risk drops dramatically over time. Hip integrity improves through targeted exercise. Spinal health enhances with appropriate loading. Bone responds to mechanical stress predictably. Osteoblasts activate during loading periods. These cells build new bone tissue. Mineral deposition increases with stimulation. Skeletal architecture strengthens progressively. This biological response prevents debilitating fractures. Women face particular osteoporosis vulnerability. Estrogen decline accelerates bone loss. Menopause triggers rapid deterioration. Prevention requires proactive intervention. Strength training provides essential protection. Starting early maximizes protective benefits. But here's the question everyone asks eventually. Building tissue requires specific strategies. No single activity reigns supreme universally. Effectiveness depends on genuine exertion levels. Scientific research suggests maximum effort produces optimal results. This doesn't require massive weights necessarily. Extremely high repetitions aren't mandatory either. Effort within current capacity matters most. Progressive overload drives tissue adaptation. Demands must increase gradually over time. Bodies adapt to consistent challenges. Stagnant routines produce diminishing returns. Progression ensures continued improvement. Pilates builds tissue effectively when challenging participants. Water aerobics strengthens when demanding effort. Yoga develops mass when exercises prove difficult. Even unconventional methods work when properly applied. The requirement remains consistent across modalities. Activities must genuinely challenge current capabilities. Gentle walking provides cardiovascular benefits, certainly. However, it won't increase lean mass significantly. Intensity matters more than duration. Challenge level determines adaptation response. Comfortable activities maintain existing fitness. They rarely stimulate new growth. Sedentary individuals can progress gradually without injury. Starting slowly prevents excessive soreness. Incremental increases build confidence steadily. Consistency matters more than intensity initially. Habit formation takes priority over performance. Professional guidance accelerates progress considerably. Certified trainers design appropriate programs. They ensure proper exercise technique. Form mistakes cause preventable injuries. Expert instruction prevents common errors. Investment in coaching pays substantial dividends. Nutrition forms the foundation. Exercise represents half the equation only. Balanced nutrition provides the other half critically. Protein intake becomes absolutely essential for results. The International Society of Sports Nutrition establishes clear guidelines internationally. Tissue growth and maintenance require specific amounts daily. Combined with physical training consistently, Consumption needs range between 1.4 and 2 grams per kilogram daily. Someone weighing 70 kilograms requires 98 to 140 grams daily minimum. This seems overwhelming initially to most people. Strategic food choices simplify achievement considerably. Eggs provide substantial amounts in compact servings. Yogurt delivers quality protein with minimal preparation. Milk contains essential nutrients alongside protein. Cheese contributes significantly to daily targets. All meat varieties help reach targets efficiently. Protein timing influences results moderately. Distribution throughout the day optimizes absorption. Large single doses create waste. Moderate portions at each meal improve utilization. Consistency matters more than perfect timing. Post-exercise protein accelerates recovery substantially. Damaged tissue requires amino acids urgently. Consumption within 2 hours maximizes benefits. This window enhances adaptation processes. Muscles rebuild stronger with proper nutrition. Plant-based eaters face additional challenges admittedly. Beans offer valuable protein with fiber. Peas contribute meaningfully to daily intake. Peanuts supplement intake effectively when consumed regularly. Lentils provide excellent protein density. Quinoa delivers complete amino acid profiles. However, vegetarians and vegans should consult health professionals carefully. Plant proteins often lack specific amino acids. Combinations become necessary for completeness. Supplementation through whey protein might become necessary. Pea protein offers viable alternatives. Rice protein provides additional options. Protein quality varies significantly between sources. Animal proteins contain complete amino acid profiles. Plant proteins often require strategic combining. Leucine content particularly influences tissue building. This amino acid triggers protein synthesis. Adequate leucine intake ensures optimal results. Older adults require increased protein intake. Aging reduces protein synthesis efficiency. Higher consumption compensates for reduced responsiveness. Guidelines suggest upper range targets. 2 grams per kilogram becomes preferable. This increased intake maximizes tissue preservation. The truth about starting late. Lion shares encouraging news for newcomers consistently. Age doesn't limit potential results definitively. Positive outcomes occur regardless of starting point. Balanced nutrition produces benefits universally across populations. Personalized training delivers improvements consistently when properly designed. Benefits appear without exception in research. Studies demonstrate remarkable adaptation capacity. 70-year-old beginners gain strength rapidly. 80-year-old participants build tissue measurably. 90-year-old subjects improve functional capacity. Age provides no absolute barrier. Starting always beats waiting. This changes everything about aging expectations fundamentally. Tissue preservation isn't cosmetic luxury anymore. It's functional necessity for independence. Quality of life depends entirely on decisions. Those decisions must happen today. Decline isn't inevitable with proper intervention. Deterioration results from inactivity primarily. Biological aging differs from chronological aging. Lifestyle choices determine functional age. Physical capability reflects habits more than years. The psychological transformation that follows. Physical benefits extend beyond measurable improvements. Mental health transforms through strength training. Confidence increases with growing capability. Self-efficacy improves through goal achievement. Depression symptoms decrease with regular exercise. Anxiety levels drop with consistent training. Stress management improves through physical exertion. Sleep quality enhances with regular activity. Cognitive function benefits from exercise stimulus. Memory retention improves with physical fitness. Strength training provides unique psychological benefits. Visible progress builds motivation powerfully. Lifting heavier weights creates tangible achievement. Completing more repetitions demonstrates clear improvement. These concrete markers fuel continued effort. Social connections form through training communities. Group classes create supportive environments. Training partners provide accountability structures. Shared struggles build meaningful relationships. Fitness communities offer belonging and purpose. Overcoming common obstacles and fears. Starting feels overwhelming to most beginners. Progress seems impossible initially to many. Both feelings deceive people consistently. Small, consistent actions compound dramatically over time. Today's single repetition becomes tomorrow's strength eventually. This week's protein goal becomes next month's habit. Current limitations don't predict future capabilities accurately. Every journey begins somewhere specific. That somewhere starts now for everyone. Waiting for perfect conditions guarantees failure. Imperfect action beats perfect planning. Injury fears prevent many people from starting. Proper progression minimizes injury risk substantially. Professional guidance ensures safe movement patterns. Listening to body signals prevents overexertion. Smart training builds rather than breaks. Time constraints represent common excuses frequently. Effective programs require minimal time investment. 20-minute sessions produce significant results. 3 weekly sessions build substantial tissue. Efficiency matters more than duration. Your body possesses remarkable adaptation abilities always. Tissue responds to stimulus at any age. Bones strengthen under pressure consistently throughout life. Cardiovascular function improves with training regardless. Independence remains achievable through action today. Take control before decline accelerates further. Start building resilience today without delay. Your future self depends entirely on present choices. The decision point exists right now. Tomorrow promises nothing but continued decline. Share this message with someone who needs it desperately. Subscribe for more transformative health insights regularly.